Hello squirrels and welcome to PPM6 TV. Today what it is a thorny problem. Gregory Chin has left a comment on one of my videos asking how can he avoid spending $500 on another Shure SM7B. Now of course it's not that Gregory's paying over the odds for his Shure microphones, it's that if you buy a Shure SM7B you're going to need about, I don't know, 65, 70 dB of gain, clean gain, in order to use it properly. And don't get me wrong, I am a massive fan of the SM7B. I think it is a wonderful microphone. But there is this challenge of needing so much clean gain. And so the solution is often to buy a cloud lifter device, which is a phantom powered mic amp. I don't have one to show you, I'm afraid. And that gives you the extra gain needed to push you over into the good world of SM7B recording. But obviously Gregory's problem is he's already got one of these. He needs a second microphone. He doesn't want to spend a total of $500 on another SM7B and cloud lifter. So what does he buy instead? And here's the tricky bit, that will match the sound of the SM7B. Well, let's start with the possibilities. In Europe, I would probably recommend starting looking at something like this, which is the Beyerdynamic. This is an M99. I've got a video with this in it, and the Aston Stealth, which we may come to later. And I think it's now marketed under the D70 with a slightly different shape, and they don't say it's for vocals, but I like that, and it's very reasonably priced in Europe, maybe not so reasonably priced in the States. Whereas in the States, what you can get is one of these, which is a Heil PR40, and I'll do a bit of intercutting in the video just so you can hear if you think the two will intercut. But what about that gain question? Well, there's a tricky bit there, isn't there? Well, what I'll do is match the gains for you to listen to the two and then unmatch the gains, because at the moment I've got both these mics running into an Audient iD44, and I've got, which is acknowledged to have great mic amps and very, very clean gain. And I've got both of them turned up to maximum gain. And I think that's about 60 dB of gain. So I would guess that most interfaces, if that's what Gregory's using or what you're using, most interfaces will provide 60 dB of gain. Of course, how clean that gain is up at 60 dB is a moot point. And you'll probably find that the Audient is one of the better mic amps in that respect. So what else could you do? Well, what you could do is try some of the other options, and I've got a couple of other options here, one of which is you could try a cheap condenser. Now I don't have a very cheap condenser here, but I got a cheap-ish one. This is an AKG blue line with a cardioid capsule on there, a CK91. And what I'm going to do, having established what you can get with a Heil in terms of quality to match that, and then you've got to think about the gain and to see why looking at one of these may not be the solution. It will be fine in terms of gain, but in terms of matching may prove a little bit more problematic. So let's swap this over and have a listen. Now we have the AKG blue line here with the bulky non-AKG windshield on it, and our SM7B over there. I've kind of got them matched reasonably closely over there. And so this is not about level so much as can you edit them together and successfully without showing too big a difference. I'll leave that to you to judge, because I can't hear at the moment. And remember, of course, that the audio is compressed when it goes through the YouTube system. So your results ultimately, if you're not going to compressed delivery yourself, may vary a little bit. But this is the sound of, now I know there are so many hang-ons here. You could say, hang on, Alistair, what about a large diaphragm condenser mic like one of the Audio Technica series or a Rode or something? Well, I simply don't have one of those. And what about the fact that this is actually quite an expensive condenser? Well, I guess the cheaper condensers will be less matching than this. So if this doesn't match, then we really haven't got very much more to say about the matter. Except, here we are, have a listen, the gain I've got, I do need less gain. Actually, still needing, because I haven't got the RME on it, I can't actually see exactly how much gain I'm applying. Probably a little more to the AKG than I suspected. But there we are. I'll cut this together and see what you think. And finally, the Aston Stealth with its own built-in gain lifter. This is the one of the huge advantages of the Stealth. Has a built-in Class A mic amp. You apply phantom power to your device, and up it comes automatically. Be careful, it's about 40 odd dB of gain. This is requiring much less gain from the iD44 than did the AKG Blue Line. So this question is, no doubt that this will get you over the gain threshold without a problem. Will it match close enough to cut? Well, I would say let your ears decide between the two. It should be the closest that we've got, but whether it's close enough, I guess only you can really decide. Thank you. You've been watching PPM6 TV. I've been enthusing about the Shure SM7B, the Aston Stealth, the AKG Blue Line, the Beyerdynamic D70, and just about anything else I can get my hands on, really. I know I've still haven't done the Aston against the large diaphragm condenser. That is coming, I promise you. So thanks for watching. Come back soon. Bye for now.